If you're ready to upload a video to your YouTube channel for the first time, or maybe you just need some best tips, well, you came to the right video. Hey there, I'm Kevin Colby, and in this video, I'm actually going to take a video that I'm uploading and go through my process and then explain everything that is currently in the YouTube studio that you need to know about as you upload your video, including some ways to create some shortcuts that will save you a ton of time. Okay, to upload a video, just go to YouTube, make sure you're signed in to the account, to the channel you want to upload to, and you see create right here. When you click it, you have these options: upload video, go live, and create a post. To create a post is like community tab if you have that. So before I click upload a video and show you that, let me take you into your settings, to my settings, and show you some of the things you can set up in advance that will save you a lot of time when you go to upload. So what you want to do is go to settings. It's all the way down here on the left-hand side near the bottom, and you're going to go to upload defaults. Now there's a lot of things here you can do, but this is more about saving time during the upload. Now you can add a title here. I don't add a title here because I don't want a default title, but if you notice, this is a description default. So what you'll see in just a minute when we upload the video, all of this will automatically be there. Now, these links don't look like they link, and they won't until your video is published. I have mine set to unlisted. And then you can also go in here and do advanced settings like allow automatic chapters, the categories, dubbing. This is something that has been introduced that is really cool, that it actually will automatically dub my video into different languages. There's a few now, they're rolling out more. You'll see it. It automatically translates your audio track into different languages and adds them to your video. It's actually kind of cool. And then comments. This is what I recommend. Turn them on. And I really, really recommend setting this to strict. And what I found out is that sometimes they hold them and they shouldn't, but you have the option of approving those, and then show how many viewers like the video. I'm okay with that. And then monetization. If you're in the monetization program, you can click this. You can do all of this after the fact. I just found that it saves a ton of time now. Okay, so now let's actually upload a video, and we're going to go here and we're going to upload video, and it'll pop up this screen. Now you have a couple of options here. It says you can drag and drop your video file right over here, and you can do more than one video at a time. We're just going to do one video at a time right now. Select file. So I'm going to select this file. Here's the video right here, and open is the same thing as adding it in there. Now, typically at this point when I'm uploading, I kind of go through this quick, and then I come back, and after the video has processed, then I go ahead and add all this. But since I want to show you kind of step by step a lot of these settings, I'm going to do it more in real time, if you will. So this video is about how to win at YouTube if you're over 40. When you're watching this video will have already been published. So this is not the title I'm going to go with, but I want to show you something. See the description? This is exactly what I just showed you in my default. So if you notice, there's a couple of things already in here that's been loaded. This is not what I'm calling the video. So let me grab the title. These are actually my notes from the video. Hopefully you can see them. And these are the two titles I was looking at. So I'm going to go with this right here, and I'm going to copy, and then I'm going to go back to this, and there's the title I'm going with. Now, I've also got a little bit of some description already written out. So again, let me go back to my notes, and this is the description I've written out, and I'm going to add it right here. So the first thing you'll notice is even though I have all of this here, you can always add to it. I can delete some stuff. If there was a special offer here, or maybe other videos, I could do that. But I'm also a believer in less is more. Can't always say that I do that perfectly, but this now is the only thing I'm adding to this. It's already here. It kind of reemphasizes the title. So now we're going to keep going on. If I had products, I could tag products. I don't really talk about anything in this video. Now let's talk about the thumbnail. You have three options. You can upload a thumbnail, you can do auto-generated, or you can do test and compare. So for example, auto-generated, I don't know if it's generated yet, so it's still uploading. It probably doesn't have anything to show, but what it will do is it will pick at random, totally at random, 3 frames from your video. I find that 99.9% of the time, you don't want that. Sometimes I just upload one, but I want to show you the test and compare feature. So what you'll notice is you can upload up to 3 images. You don't have to upload 3 images. If you only have one, don't use this. This is more about testing. And this is all an internal YouTube feature that they've got in here. So I've done 2 thumbnails for this video. Here's one and here's 2. So I'm going to start with that one, and I'll tell you why the order in just a second. I'm uploading that. I'm going to go back here and I'm going to do this one. If at any point when it's testing these as the video is live and it says, you know, there's not a big difference between them, I want it to default to the one that I want to go with. So ultimately, if I stop the test, this is the one I want to go with. So that's just kind of a little tip. If you have a third one I don't hear, then you would add that there. I always put the one in the slot position number 1 that I would rather go with, just kind of a preference. Now let's talk about playlists. Playlist is a great way to kind of extend the reach of your videos. You can put the same video in multiple playlists. So for this one, I'm going to add this to my podcast, Kevin's Talking About. And I'm probably going to do this for YouTube over 40 with Kevin, and also YouTube over 40 tips. And it's just different playlists. And again, you can have a lot. You can have 2 or 3 videos in there. Audience. Again, this is something I have automatically set in the back end, but my videos are never made for kids. Doesn't mean kids can't watch them. They're just not made for kids. That's why I set that. This video is not sponsored, but if it was, I would click this. Now, there's a little gray area about, well, what if somebody gave you something and you guaranteed them a video? You might want to click that. But anytime I have a sponsor that I have to disclose, and I'll always disclose at the beginning of the video, and I'll always put a link down in the description saying it, then you want to click this. This video is not sponsored. Altered content. This has to do with AI. Now, this doesn't mean if you used AI to create the thumbnail or maybe a background or something, you have to click this. What this means is, does it make a real person appear to say or do something they didn't do or say? Does it alter footage of a real event or place? Or does it generate a realistic looking scene that didn't actually occur? So really, YouTube is looking for fake stuff here to try and trick people. This one doesn't have any of this, so I click no. So let's talk about automatic chapters. Now, typically I leave this clicked on and I let YouTube decide if they want to put chapters in there. Now, you can leave this on and add your own chapters if you want. Sometimes I've done it in the past. I've stopped doing it now. What I've noticed personally is if I have a video that really tends to grow, maybe it even gets picked up by Google, YouTube will go in and add the chapters. And I find that they're pretty good. But again, you can decide this. You can leave this clicked on and still add your own chapters. Featured places. I turn this off. I know it says it helps viewers explore key places in the video, and these are public places like restaurants and shops, and we don't display your current location or private info. Personally, I'm not 100% convinced about this. I would rather not everybody in the World Wide Web know where I am, so I click this off. If you have a restaurant channel or a shop or something like that, and location is important, you might want to consider that. I turn it off. Automatic concepts. This is something that you may have seen on a YouTube video where they're using AI to give you a little bit more insight into the video. I just leave it on. I haven't found that it hurts me either way. Tags. Okay, here's the thing. Tags don't really impact your video. Don't believe me? Tags can be useful if the content of your video is commonly misspelled. Otherwise, tags play a minimal role in helping your viewers find your video. But we're going to add just a few, but we're not going to go crazy with this. I mean, literally, that's all I'm going to do. Next is language and caption certification. My video language is English. The content has never appeared on television in the US. I just leave this. Again, these were all set in the default setting. I really don't even mess with this anymore. Recording date, I don't fool with this. Video location, I don't fool with this. Okay, let's talk about license and distribution. This is a big one. I leave it on standard YouTube license because if I go to Creative Commons attribution, it basically means I'm giving anybody in the World Wide Web the rights to reuse this video. And I just don't want to do that. So I leave it on that. Allow embedding. I always leave this on because if I turn this off, this means I can't even embed it on my own website. But again, you decide that. Publish to subscriptions, feed, and notify subscribers. I always leave this on. I hear some people say, well, I don't want my subscribers to know and I don't want to bombard them. Maybe if you're doing a channel where there's daily news or you're uploading like a gazillion shorts a day, I don't. And I would like my subscribers to know that they've got a new video if they want to watch it, and they have to have notification turned on to even see it. Automatic dubbing. That was what I was showing you. The reason you don't see it here is because in the back end, I already have it set to do it. I don't speak anything but English, so it'd be silly for me to manually review the dubs before publishing, so I leave that unchecked. Shorts remixing? Heck yeah! If somebody wants to remix one of my videos, absolutely. And here's the thing. It's not like they're downloading it and owning it. It actually will point back to my channel, so I leave that on. Category. Now, category is one of these things that's been around for quite a while. I don't really see it helping one way or the other, but when you open this, you notice you have a lot of categories from auto and vehicles, comedy, education, entertainment, film and animation, gaming, how-to and style, music, news and politics, nonprofits and activism, people and blogs, pets and animals, science and technology, sports and travel and events. Now you can change this per video. I set it at the channel level. I just leave it at education because most of the time I'm just kind of teaching and sharing. And as far as this, I don't fill out any of this. Comments and ratings. Again, if you remember, we actually did this in the default settings, but just again, you can change that here. I have mine set on. I have mine set strict. So there's that. Sort by, I usually do newest. It doesn't really matter. And then also if you want to show how many people like the video, why not? Why not? I like that. And if you are doing a fundraiser, you can actually add a fundraiser to your video. I haven't done that yet, but I really think it's a cool feature. So when all of this is done, click next, monetization. If you're in the YouTube partner program, which happens when you have at least 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time in a 12-month period, you'll have this option. I always turn mine on because I'm okay with monetizing my videos. Now, videos longer than 8 minutes have the option of having mid-roll place and natural breakpoints. And I turn this on as well. And it shows you right here where there will be. Now, YouTube gives you the option of reviewing the placement. I rarely do this, but you could do that and you can move it around. I find the placement is, well, actually, I don't even see the placement because I have YouTube Premium, so I never see this. And by the way, as you're going through this process, you'll see that YouTube tells you exactly where you are in the process. So right here, we're on ad suitability. Again, if you're not in the partner program, you won't even have this to fool with, but if you are, this is one of these, I usually just go all the way down here and click none of the above. But just to give you an idea, controversial issues. When you click on any of these boxes, you have more options in here you can click. So after I click none of the above, YouTube is saying, oh, okay, so you're saying that I'm saying that this video is safe for ads and all of these things are going to be possible revenue sources. Submit rating. And it'll go through and do that. Now you have all these video elements and they may not even apply to you, but you can, if you're doing a music license, a special music license, you can check that. I don't. Add subtitles. YouTube generates subtitles. I find it's really good. I don't add my own subtitles. If you're in the YouTube shopping program, which I am, you can tag products. It should be products that you're talking about or showing in your video. Add an end screen. You can actually add an end screen here, but we're going to do it here at the end of the video, and I'm going to show you. I like doing it once the video is up, and I can do it inside the studio. And add cards. Those are the things people point at. I haven't added a card, and I don't know when, but you could if you wanted to. Now, right now, it's going to run some checks, and it'll tell you right here, checks will not run until the SD version has finished processing, but they're going to go through everything to make sure everything you're saying is legit. Visibility. Now it says right here, we're still checking your video, but we can change any of this at any point. If you remember in the default settings, I have mine set to unlisted, and I did an entirely different video on all of these types of settings, what the difference is between private, unlisted, members only, obviously it's members only, public, schedule. I'm not going to go into that yet. I'll show you that here in just a second. And then we're going to go ahead and hit save. And it says right here, we're still checking. So publish. Now, this can be confusing. Publish doesn't mean it's going live. It just means you're going to get it to a point where it's going to go to this screen and it's still uploading. It says right here, 74 minutes. We have 7 minutes left. So I'm going to let it finish. And then I'm going to take you back in there and show you some more things. Okay, so the video has processed. Here it is right here, but we're not done yet. So we're going to click on the little pencil here, details, and here it is. Now, you notice, here's the title we put in. Here's the description we added right there. There was already the things in there. There's the thumbnail. The reason you're seeing two is because we're doing test and compare. We added it to the playlist. And here's all the other stuff we added, including the tags and all of that. Here's some other things you need to think about. Subtitles. Remember, subtitles, YouTube is generating their own subtitles. I just don't fool with this at all. It's unlisted for now because we haven't scheduled it. The cards, I don't do cards, but cards are the things that appear in the upper screen. So now let's talk about end screens. This is a really cool tool that I'd encourage you to take advantage of. So when you get to the screen, you're going to have a lot of options, and you can add an end screen up to 20 seconds or at least 5 seconds, which is what we're going to do in this video, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's go through this. So the first thing you see is it says import from latest video. What this is just importing the end screen I've already added. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to walk you through this, but let me show you the options. Now, you may not have all of these. Some of these are based on the partner program and your channel, but you can add a video. I'll show you that in just a second. A playlist, a subscribe button, channel. You can actually link to another channel. Maybe you have a second channel. Maybe you've interviewed somebody. You want to link to their channel, or a link. A link could be a website. It could be an offer. It could be to your book if you've written a book like I have. So let's go the video option first, and let me show you what happens. So let me tell you what each one of these are. Now, if you notice, it put the box right here, and it's put it in for the length of time, the full 20 seconds, and it's your most recent upload. So whatever the upload was before this one, that's what it will put there. Best for viewer. It allows YouTube to select a video from your channel. So basically, if you do this, and I've done this sometimes, YouTube is going to say, oh, based on this viewer's viewing habit and other things they watch, we think this video will be best for them, or you can choose a specific video. So what it does is it opens this box, and I can choose any one of these individual videos if I want to, or I can even put a video from another channel. All right, so basically I'm going to delete this. I'm just going to delete, and I want to add a playlist. And the reason I want to add a playlist is because when you click on it, you're going to get more videos to potentially watch. So since this video is all about doing YouTube if you're over 40, I'm going to put the YouTube over 40 tips. And there it is right there. I don't have to add anything else. I typically move mine down. Notice this is movable. I don't want it over my head. And I'm going to put it right here. But I'm not done. I'm going to go back up here, and I'm going to do a subscribe button. And there it is. And I usually just put it down here. And here's the other thing. Let me just show you. You can't overlap anything. If it goes to red, it's telling you you're overlapping. So right now, this is the full length. But I know I don't want this the whole time. So I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to show you why in just a second. So I don't know that you're going to be able to hear this. So I'm just going to go to right here. And you notice as I get up, but you don't know how to start. Here's the key. You ready? Just start. So I want it actually coming in about right there. Again, I don't know if you could hear this or not, but it's what I say is just start on there. And so you notice how I slide it? Just like that. And I'm going to go back. You ready? Just start. And because of where I am in the frame, I might move this up just a tad. I hit save. The end screens are there. Now, a couple of other things I do. I usually copy and paste the link right here. So this is the link. It is the link forever for this video. I'm going to copy it. I typically go back to my notes for this video, and I just add it right there. Here's another thing I wasn't even thinking about showing you. I'm going to move this to done, and there's all the videos I've done, and we're going to schedule it. When you click on visibility, you have these options: private, unlisted, members only, public, schedule. Again, I did a video on all of these if you want to see it. We're going to schedule this. Now, we're going to schedule this video. So by the time you watch this video will have already aired, and it's going to be scheduled on January 7th. And I usually just do 9 a.m. It doesn't really matter, but I'm just going to do 9 a.m. I'm not going to set it for a premiere. I'm not going to share it with the members yet. And then when I hit done, got to go back up. This is the most important step for everything. If I don't hit save, it ain't going to take. I hit save, and it's saved. And we're back on my content page, and there it is right there. 7 ways to win at YouTube if you're over 40. And you notice it's scheduled. It tells you right there the video is currently private and is scheduled to become public on January 7th, 2025 at 9 a.m. Monetization is on. There's no restrictions. That's the date it will go live. So this is technically the published date. And of course, it doesn't have any views and comments yet because we just uploaded it. Congrats, we did it. We actually did it together. We kind of workshopped it, but now you see all the steps involved and it really is easy. And the more you do it, you're going to find your own shortcuts. I mean, I didn't add links to other videos. You can do that. There's a lot more you can do in the description and you can go back and change it at any point. So I really hope this helped you. Check out the videos on the screen now. It's an end screen. Remember, you saw how to do that. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.